It's Week 18 of the NFL.
Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard. On play action, McCarthy.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play. First down, Broncos.
To the air with McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go bootleg. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive. In motion, the tight end. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
The Cowboys at 14-2 heading into this final week. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Going back to Love. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love, they go play action now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's McCarthy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, now McCarthy. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw.
To Patterson, who brings it in across the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Love. Caught by Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Love.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Love now. He completes it to Wilson. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing again, McCarthy.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down to the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Cowboys offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
He's into the secondary.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. 5 plays there on that drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we come upon halftime with a visiting Bronco.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Washington in motion left. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Love. He finds Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Love from the gun. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fighting his way through contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job slung.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cowboys offense and receiver Garrett Wilson ready to get going again. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Again, it's Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now McCarthy. Slant pass. It's Ferguson.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Parnell
on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's McCarthy. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Parnell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
To the air with McCarthy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Love. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Tate on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. From the 38 now, here's second down at 5. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Flag comes in, this might be a free play. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. In motion goes the tight end. That's out quickly to Bateman. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 29. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Wilson's got it complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Love. Going right back to Wilson. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Love looking to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Play action this time with Love.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's another Cowboys.
In motion left goes a tight end. To throw now. Here's Love.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going back to Love.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He's got his man. This is Tate. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun. McCarthy.
Another catch for Tate.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now second down and a few inches. Love from the gun. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Love. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Here's 1st down. Love.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On the ground, it's James. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So the Broncos now down by 4, a little over a minute to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. James, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Dallas,